Alright, yeah, welcome to the first round of the Magic Duels subscriber tournament. So this week we're going to be playing against a blue-white Fliers build, I believe. So without further ado, I shall invite him and we'll get in the game. I'll see you there. Alright, we're in. And our opponent's on the play. Our hand... Oh, it could be better. It could be better, so I'll throw it back. Ugh. Yeah, let's go with this one. Our opponent is Enox, and they are playing blue-white Flyers, yes. Wonderful. So, I don't like this hand particularly, but we can hopefully slow our opponent down with this one. So, we're going to have to balance burning out their creatures when it's useful and burning out their face, because I think they could probably build up as much damage as we can over time if we don't deal with their creatures. So we'll just have to see. We get a Bedlam Reveler. Okay, we're just going to play our second land. This hand is a bit slow and that does worry me slightly, but our opponent isn't exactly putting creatures down just yet. And it seems like they're screwed over for white, but that Pilgrim's Eye is going to grab it for them. So that is a worry. They are underway. There it is. Okay, so they've got a single white source in their hand and 5 other cards. And a Pilgrim's Eye. Well, let's get down the Thermal Alchemist. That should be able to do some sweet, sweet damage. And we'll get a double red down since we don't need double black. So we can start casting everything in our hand now, and then eventually we'll get to a Bedlam Reveler in that time frame, I think, by the time we've emptied out our hand. Okay, so the white source is down. Looks like they're going to just get in for that 1 damage. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll have to wait out for the... Ooh, Thopter Spy Network. That's going to make some Thopters, and that's going to be an issue. We don't have enchantment or artifact removal in this deck, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to make the most of what we can do here. So, let's ping them for 1. Let's play Swamp, and I think we'll just Arms of the Vein since it's sorcery speed, and we'll leave open 1 red just in case there's some sort of discard. There isn't, but, you know, might as well. So we'll ping them for 3, and gain 3, and then we'll get to attack them with our Thermal Alchemist on their end step as well. Their Flyer army is growing, which is a problem. Eventually, oh no, not Westvale Abbey. Oh, so this is a race officially. And a Chief of the Foundry, that is something I will burn away though. This is sort of an artifact-focused Flyers build, it seems. Well, we do have the burn in hand to be able to deal with the Chief, so it's not a problem. They are going to be able to draw a card as well. And it's another Alchemist Vial. The Vials we're not so bothered about. It is a permanent way to keep Spy Network online, though, so that is where the issue arises for us. Handway Battlements. Might as well play it out. So we're going to Thermal Alchemist. And let's just pass the turn. And we'll Fiery Temper their Chief when they go to attack. So he gets another artifact, another 2-2, which will turn into a 1-1. But he's going to be dealing 3 damage per turn now. After we get rid of the Chief. Okay. So we get to burn away his Chief. And we're going to lose 2 life here. But we get to ping him for 1. Eventually we're going to have to start attacking his Thopters, because Westvale Abbey will end us. He gets another Chief. Oh dear. Right, well, we are going to ping him for 1. Hopefully we find a different burn spell, because I'd rather not spend the Firecraft on that. Oh, we get another Firecraft. That also works. We can do Bedlam Reveler now, so that's not too bad. We'll ping him for 1. Down to 12. Since it's sorcery speed, we have to do this now. So we'll take out his chief. Going to take 3 damage next turn. I think we're making decent progress. I'm not sure what I want to see drawn next turn, since we're going to be dropping all of our cards with the Bedlam Reveler. Artificer's Epiphany to draw 2 cards. And he's got a white source again. Collective Effort. He's going to put a 1/1 counter on each creature, I'd imagine. Yeah. That could close out the game, so we're going to have to race him here. So I'm going to Thermo Alchemist him. Down to 11. See, he's at 4 creatures now, so we're going to have to blow one up in order for Westvale Abbey to not murder us. A Lightning Axe. Okay, well, Thermo Alchemist for 1 damage. Play out a Swamp. How much does the Bedlam Reveler cost? Nearly all of our mana, but 2 of it. We're going to take 2, 4, 8 damage next turn. And we could Westvale Abbey. And we can't deal with that. I think we're going to have to lose the Lightning Axe. I think we're going to have to point 4 at his face. Ping him. Actually, no, I think we're going to have to Lightning Axe one of the Doctor tokens and discard the Bedlam Reveler. Because we need to keep him off of Westvale Abbey. It has to happen. So we're going to have to drop our Bedlam Reveler. It really hurts to do that, though. In theory, we could win, but I'm not sure. Because we've kind of hit that point now where all of our burn has to be dedicated to his creatures. And oh, Gideon, no. Oh dear. Is he gonna ultimate his Gideon? He is. It's a 3, 6, 9. 9 damage out of face. He could have this one. And it'll be really close if he does. It's down to this next draw then. It can't be a Reality Smasher because he's got the vials to deal with that. Plus the blockers, of course. A Languish, maybe, that could save us. And it's a land. Yeah, that's going to be the game. Don't think there's anything more we can do. So let's Thermo Alchemist him and pass the turn. And that's going to be it. Only hope is that he thinks this mountain's something terrifying when it's not. Yeah. So close. So close. Declaration in Stone. I think that was a mistake, sir, because we get to find out if there's anything on top of our deck. It's another land. Damn it. If that had been a Fiery Temper, we'd have won right there. So we didn't need to do that. But, yeah, we still lose anyway. GG. Right, that's 1 match down. Let's go for the rematch. Okay, we're back on. And our opponent's on the play again. We have a very similar hand to previously. Hopefully we get a discard outlet. Let's try it. Yeah, it seems like this match is just literally just a race. Because I can't afford to spend off my burn spells on his creatures. A Languish. Oh, that's fantastic. So we can actually wipe his board clear at one point. So that might just be the game at a later date. We have a Tide Drifter, a 0/5 that gives his colorless creatures +0/+1. Okay. And Asylum Visit is pretty good, though it's not going to get through that. So we're going to go Thermo Alchemist. It's going to get a little bit more damage in than anything else would. We do have the cards open now for our burn spells, so we can get started on our damage. Can our opponent? Chief of the Foundry. Oh, that's a problem. So that's a 2/4 and we can't deal with that. So let's ping him 4/1. Play Dragon Skull Summit and Arms of the Veining, I think. Drain 3, gain 3. Yeah, I hadn't considered that little combo. We can Languish away the Chief, but we're going to lose our Alchemist in the process of doing that. Okay, he's got his Westvale Abbey again. Declaration Stone. Well, we are going to tap our Thermo Alchemist. We get a clue token, which is nice. And our Thermo Alchemist did his job. Not as much as he could have, but still. Opponent's got 2 mana up. And they go with a Thraben Gargoyle. Okay. An interesting choice. Is it 6 to flip it? It is. We get a Sanitarium. That's great. Okay. Now then. Yeah, I think we want to pass the turn with our Sanitarium. Or do we? Actually, no. We'll do it on our turn because he's tapped out. So it means there's no reacting to anything. So... not that it matters. We get a Call the Bloodline, and we'll throw the Fiery Temper at his face. Looks like we're just going to attempt to race him with burn spells at this rate. But our hand is empty of them, so we've got a bit of a bad hand here. And a Thopter Spy Network. We're going to have to Languish next turn, and that'll mean that he doesn't get his Thopter tokens. And we get 2 creatures out of the way. Yeah, he still gets to draw a card though, so he's gotten a little bit of use out of it. And a Plains to hit his land drop for the turn. Alright, Smouldering Marsh into Languish. Get rid of his artifacts. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of the Tide Drifter. He can just as easily play another artifact, though it seems he's very artifact focused. And there's a Whirler Rogue. Oh god. Yeah. This is a bad matchup for us. I'm learning that quite fast. Okay. A Reality Smasher. Let's hold on to the Reality Smasher. Mostly because when he attacks, he'll have less to block with, I think. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power on the board right now. And I'd rather have a Reality Smasher that can do some work at a later date. So if we force him into blocking with less creatures, we should be okay. Let's go Smouldering Marsh and let's do Call the Bloodline, I think. We'll discard Asylum Visitor to make a token. And get our Asylum Visitor out. We shall get our hand quite empty. And also sack our clue as well. If we choose to do so. Okay, he's going to get himself a Thopter. Collective effort. Gonna put a counter on all of his creatures. God dang it. That's fine, I suppose. He's gonna make us destroy our enchantment, so let's discard our Asylum Visitor now. And play our Asylum Visitor. We don't actually have the mana open for a clue token anymore. So we've lost one of our discard outlets. Fortunately, we do have the Sanitarium and no reason to discard anything right now anyway. So he's going to get in with some of his stuff. Okay. Reality Smasher isn't as good anymore, since he has plenty of power on the board. Though I think I still will throw it in his face, just to get rid of some of the creatures off his board. What do we get? Mountain. I'm going to have to draw a card, I think. It's a Fiery Temper. What does that hit that's worth hitting? A Thopter token, that's about it. Oh, I hate this Summit Rotten. We can Gaia Reach Sanitarium to do it for 1, and then we'll get to loot with it. We're not going to live very long, though, because he's got, what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackable damage now that he's going to attack in with anyway. It's the worst matchup ever. Let's see. So if we attacked him with the Reality Smasher, then he just double blocks and we only take out 1 creature. If we Fiery Temper at his face, we get a little closer to doing something. I think we want to Sanitarium and just dump the Fiery Temper. We get a Thermo Alchemist. A little too late. Now, do we point this at one of his creatures? I just don't think we can win if we even do that. Kind of just have to wait for a Languish, really, and that's not something we can hope for. Let's point it at his face. Let's just try go for the direct damage. It's all we can do at this point. And there's no reason to attack him whatsoever. All of our creatures die to his blockers. And he gets another Thopter token. We can empty our hand potentially next turn. But that doesn't really do as much good because Asylum Visitor is going to start dealing damage to us then for extra card draw. He's at 9 though, so it depends. If he goes all in on an attack here, we could potentially close out the game. He does have his Westvale Abbey open though. He doesn't have the mana right now though, so there's that. He's not going to attack him with as much as he can. So we're taking 6 here, and he draws a card. And another Alchemist Vial to draw another card. Come on, Languish. Come on, Languish. I need you so bad right now. Twin Bolt. Nope, that won't do it. That will not save us. So, Mountain, Thermo Alchemist. And just Twin Bolt him? Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. If we Reality Smasher, we lose the Reality Smasher and he loses a creature, but we're taking 7 in the air next turn. Possibly even more with the Gargoyle. I just think we might have to just leave this twin bolt open to kill one of his tokens. And just hope that he drops his guard for the Reality Smasher to come through. So he's going to Artificer's Epiphany to draw 2 cards. He's had this game. He was dominating us all the way through. So he gets another token. And a Gideon to ultimate. Yeah, that's game. Well, Twin Bolt one of his tokens, but it ain't going to do as much good. Sanitarium as well, why not? See what we would have hit. A Fiery Temper. Will that actually keep us alive? I don't think so. But it might. Point that at one of his 2/3s. No, that doesn't keep us alive, does it? 2... He's going to do his Whirler Rogue. So he's going to use the 2 Whirler Rogues, 2 Thopters that we've killed to make something unblockable. His own Whirler Rogue. So we take down 2 Thopters, so we aren't actually dead, I don't think. Oh no, we're dead. We're super dead. Never mind, that's going to be the game. 4 damage unblockable, 3 damage in the air, that's 7. And 10 for the win. GG, opponent. You have absolutely thrashed me. Ah, that's annoying. Some close games, though. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this week's round. So if you've enjoyed the content and you want to see round 2, then be sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed and you're not quite sure, be sure to check out the end card that should be following shortly after this sentence. And see the rest of the content we've got to offer. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.